I'm Jeff Tourish at DEMA 2010 in Las Vegas, Nevada for Advanced Diver Magazine and RebreatheTheWorld.com, and we're talking with Kevin Juergensen from Juergensen Marine. Kevin, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're going to be talking about the all-new Hammerhead Rev D electronic control system, the Hammerhead Extreme, and the all-new Diva.
So Kevin, tell me about this.
Well, one of the biggest improvements in the system right now is we have an all brand new LCD screen. The screen obviously has a lot bigger surface area and more information. You have your 3 oxygen sensors along here. At the same time you're looking at them, you can also see your depth and your time, your max depth, your gas mixes, the temperature, and your set point. One of the cool things about the new screen is that the screen can be adapted to be red backlight, white backlight, anything from 20 to 100% brightness, and then dark characters on light background or light characters on dark background. And I'll change the modes right here as we go along. You can see some of the different versions of the backlighting and the character colors.
So based on whatever depth you're at, whatever light you've got for ambient light, this will make this much easier to read.
Yes, what you could do is you could set this for the surface mode, so on the surface it'll cycle through a particular bunch of your choices, your selections, but once you go diving, it'll automatically change to your diving selections. So if you're diving into darkness, you can always switch this automatically to red backlight. And the system does that itself.
That's just great.
The other thing that we have in here is, of course, we've now incorporated flash memory, a very large storage of flash memory, Bluetooth communication, so that you can actually upload and download using our PC or iPhone or Android or other devices. And well, we have a number of other features I can go through and show you if you'd like to see them.
Does this have GPS as well, did you tell me?
One of the special features that we've put in here as we cycle through, you go to your options menu. First, I want to point out that when you're in any of your menus, you can still see your PPO2 on the side. So you always know what your oxygen sensors are telling you. As we scroll down through our different config menus, we get to the GPS menu. We select GPS. It begins to initialize. It acquires a signal, and boom. Now you're looking at your GPS. It will tell you your elevation, your lat long, and your speed over the ground or the water in knots, miles per hour, or what's other knots?
Meters.
Kilometers.
Oh, kilometers. And just so we're clear, this is on the surface GPS. You haven't created magic.
Right. Right. This is on the surface. But what this does is when you boot the unit up, it looks for the satellites. It grabs the location, and if you don't go diving, it throws that information away. If you do go diving, it takes that GPS data and stores it as the very first line in your dive record. So wherever you happen to be on the Earth, when you're done diving, this thing will tell you where exactly that dive took place. And additionally, when you boot the unit up and it grabs the satellite data, if you fly from, say, Las Vegas here all the way to Guam, when you boot the unit up, it'll see the satellite in Guam, it'll take the location and automatically reset your date and time clock.
That all by itself is worth the price of admission, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Okay, one other thing that we've done in here is while we were at it, since we were adding a GPS module, we decided to also add a compass. So now in the system you have not only GPS for the surface use, but you have a compass that you can use underwater. These menus, by the way, can be used, you can select either landscape or you can select portrait, depending upon which you prefer, and you can still see all the oxygen sensor data. One other feature, there's so many more features inside of this thing, but one of the really cool features that we like is if you do have a sensor that is ever voted out, you'll see that the sensor becomes highlighted and you have asterisks moving up and down next to it, so that if on your heads-up display it gives you a blue flash and warns you that you should look at your actual LCD. You can be able to tell exactly what the alert condition is and what sensor is going bad. So that's just another added little feature that we've built into the system.
And an important safety feature.
Absolutely.
Kevin, first of all, I have to ask you, why do you call this the DEVA?
Okay, the name DEVA stands for Display Integrated Vibrating Alarm.
So it doesn't sing?
No, it doesn't sing, but it does buzz.
Well, what else does it do?
Okay. When we were revising our electronics to come up with the Revision D, we decided to take a whole new look at the DEVA itself and to try and add additional features and items that would help the diver complete their dives and also help the diver when it came to safety. As you can see right now, the unit is obviously giving you a green flash every now and again, letting you know your PPO2 is good. We can raise the PPO2 and you'll see a red flash indicating that the system is warning the diver that their oxygen level is too high. We move back down again and they'll go into the green. We took the DEVA and we made it intelligent. We added microprocessor control to it. We added additional features. On the one side you'll have the status lamps that tell the diver what the condition of their loop is, but using a selector inside the wrist unit, they can choose to have LEDs light up on the opposite side. So in an instruction class, an instructor can have their students activate the buddy lights, and he'll be able to look at each one of them and see the condition of their loop just by staring at them. We obviously have the onboard vibrator, which is now surface mount, very high buzz, very strong shaking of the teeth and bone conduction through the head. Makes a lot of noise.
Kevin, what are we looking at right now?
Well, one of the things that we're constantly concerned about is how can we improve the system in order to enhance diver safety or to help divers that might find themselves in an emergency situation. And one of the truisms of being underwater with anybody is, with a rebreather, it's difficult to know if your buddy is in any kind of distress. The heads-up display can warn the diver that he's in trouble. It can warn the diver that he's in imminent danger with his high oxygen level or low oxygen level. This is why we integrated the buzzer. It's very personal. But now, how can we take it one step further? And if you're in trouble, how can our system let your buddies know that you're in trouble? Very simply, on the opposite side of the DEVA, facing away from the diver, this is not facing you, this is facing all of your outside water and your buddies. If something goes wrong with your system, if you have too high a PPO2 or too low a PPO2, we've integrated an emergency beacon in the system that works like this. We're going to simulate a low PPO2 situation with the DEVA. All of a sudden, red and white ultra bright LEDs will start flashing. These things, we're in a bright room right now. They're still super bright even in this room. If you're underwater, nobody is going to be able to miss the fact that you have a warning condition. Hopefully, if a buddy diver sees something like this going on with his friend, he will swim over there and render assistance. If the alarm condition goes away, the lamps stop. We've also added in this, since we have this capability now, we decided, okay, we have the red, white, red, white, red, white warning system to let other divers know. What else can we do with this? We decided that it might be beneficial to give the diver the ability to signal his buddy by having a red, 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 white LED signal. So you'll have the capability of simply using this feature to signal your buddy. And one last feature we decided to add with this is, should you need it, if you need it, you'll be able to go into your RevD wrist unit and you'll be able to select flashlight mode, and the white LED alone will turn on and you can use it to illuminate.
So if everything else has failed, one time in a cave I had 3 lights go out, I would still have a little bit of a flashlight in the DEVA.
Absolutely. You would have a flashlight mounted right on your mask, right on your mouthpiece, that would guide you out of wherever you are.
Well, the DEVA, it doesn't sing, but it does everything else.
One of the things that we also wanted to add to this while we were packing the DEVA full of features is we decided that we would enable a new thing called the DEVA Deco. If you notice over here, you've got these lamps glowing on the side, red and amber and green. At the beginning of your decompression, you can tell the unit you want to deco on the Diva. The green LED will start flashing on the one side, telling you that it's okay to begin ascending. As you get closer to your decompression stop, the amber above the green will begin to flash at a pattern that gets faster and faster the closer you get to your actual stop depth. Once you achieve your stop depth, the green will stop flashing and the amber lamp will light in the center. There you are. Now you're at your deco stop. Now you should stay right where you're at. If for some reason you begin to ascend and you go higher than you should, the unit recognizes that, and within a certain period of time it will begin to warn you that you need to descend back down. We'll see it change here in a second. There we are. Now the unit is flashing red and amber, telling you that you need to descend to get back down to your stop depth. You get back down to your stop depth, the center amber turns on. So what you're able to do now with this Diva is you're able to control your decompression, notify your buddies in an emergency, have your instructor or other buddies know the status of your loop, and virtually control your entire dive with a single heads-up display. That's why we've applied for 3 additional patents in addition to the one we already have on this Diva.
We've been talking with Kevin Juergensen from Juergensen Marine about some great new products. I'm Jeff Tourish at DEMA 2010 in Las Vegas, Nevada for Advanced Diver Magazine and RebreatherWorld.com.